jump in from multiple different angles, but at least you are all jumping in onto the back line.
Aren't we always just sending it? I mean, Navi and Fnatic here, game one draft to me just says, we're going to find different. Looking for a push here once again. With this jungle also hovering top side, there's a public execution used. Maynter might have to use the equalizer down as well. Soboro is hitting everything. Flash out from Maynter. Soboro holds onto his own. And yeah, that Ambessa.
And maybe have access to start making some plays around the map.
Rhilech very interested in it. Vladi moving first as well. A little bit of health missing, but as he gets spotted out, Rhilech will know he won't have his mid laner first. Parus is in harm's way. Shadow Dash comes through. Flash from Rhilech, looking for the knockup. Razork gets paranoia off the Scuttle Crab, though, an advantage. A Shockwave is flashed away from, and Vladi comes up to snipe the kill. Now Poby in trouble with no mana to proceed. Fnatic have already taken what they want. The crab, the blood. So, Rhilech get first dragon of the game. It's nice where Navi want to be. Dagda, we talked a little bit about Rhilech being in control. So, early game for Fnatic right now is looking squeaky clean. Paranoia is going to be the choke out. Public execution follow-up from Soboro. Razork's on the head of Maynter, who's going to get the Shen stand united now. Parus has transported up towards the top lane.
Razork can't cheat over the wall. Same with Upset. So Navi kind of need to pull this quickly as Fnatic group up.
Upset has good damage, trying to poke out, but Navi seem to be on top of this. Drake at 3k, Paranoia flies in. It's a flash from Razork. He gets exhausted. True shot with an encore, and Razork doesn't care about sacrificing his life as that Grim Deliverance is not enough to escape from the Navi jungler, and Vladi sweeps them all up. An Ashen Pursuit ×3, 4 and 0, and Fnatic playing with...
Immediately Navi were aware that he was there and were able to turn onto him. But Navi get Dragon. Actually, will that tower on the top side go down? Wall and jumps on top of Navi, and they don't have enough peel tools to really deal with it. And that kind of only gets amplified with more of them as Lospa. Good route onto Parus.
Here comes the encore as well. It flies into Rhilech, who's looking for his steal. He wants to find a Nocturne, maybe not. Grim Deliverance used. Razork into the backline, now exhausted. He's deep, but he's not dead. The damage can't find it. Marcus Soboro flies in to deal with the other three who are left behind. Maynter tries to commit all to Vladi, but he too will die. Fnatic pick apart the pieces, and now with 5, Baron in their eyes.
Fnatic make it look easy, come in from multiple angles, and Navi, they wanted that fight and immediately regretted it.
The Paranoia fly in. Razork has done that a couple of times, and he takes a while to die or just doesn't hit the floor. Baron goes down. Fnatic again impressing as this game is walking away from Navi. To push out himself while mid continues to be sieged. Navi have given up this turret. They know they can't. Paranoia is going to be used on top of the head. Grim Deliverance from Rhilech. Razork already sent, and then the public execution follow-up. Fnatic pick apart the pieces again. Well executed as Dragon and 40.
Like, I do not think Navi should be trying to contest this.
What else can you do? You're right. Paranoia, though. Too far up mid-wave is Poby. Caught out by Razork. The fear to pursue as he flashes away. There's no escape for Poby. The autos find his Marcus Sam D. Killer instincts in, but in the middle of Fnatic, he has to find a perfect angle. Grim Deliverance not bad, though. Navi might have found that set angle. Rhilech looking for the rival. He now has it in his back pocket with the shutdown there. Fnatic have gone a bit too far this time, turning the lights off. 2 in the death. It's Upset and Lospa. Dragon's going to go to Navi. And just as I praised them, we take a step back into reality.
They still want to contest, though. Soboro is teleporting into this. Navi have position on the Dragon. How heavily do you think he can fight this Fnatic?
Public execution, maybe some kills. An objective bounty awaits for Navi. Razork from the wing. No Paranoia. No flash to get in. This Dragon is gone. Objective bounty claimed, and Fnatic will not commit for the 50-50 of trying to find...
Yeah, I don't know if they have position, though. Maynter is still in bot side. No vision. Walking into this blind is dangerous, especially this separated. Parus will at least get a ward, but I think he'll be gone before Rhilech can even get there. Yeah, they're just going to back away.
Paranoia just in case as well. That's not used for a target. That's used to keep Navi away. Baron number 2 goes to Fnatic. They still hold control in this game as Parus tries to get an angle over the wall. Trisha Barrage dodged away from. Red buff is the defense that Rhilech manages quite easily. Navi still looking for an angle, but it wasn't over egregiously sent with all ultis just trying to fish.
And that's why I think actually cracking that top inhibitor was probably a little bit more valuable for Fnatic. But here we go.
But what are they going to do with it? They turn the lights off to dive in. Encore is going to fly in from Lospa. True shot barrage hits Maynter. He's low. Soboro targeted out. It's a one-man shockwave, but it's enough. Grim Deliverance flies in. Rhilech flashes in. Orianna rush. He's about to get into revive as well. Return, he says. It's dreaded, but Razork's able to spell shield against it as the follow-up continues on. Rhilech, a demon machine, flies through Summoner's Rift looking for his cooldowns with dissonance on his head. It's not over yet. Movement speed. Dreaded return. Pulls in Lospa. Poby there to help. And a game ain't over till it's over. I'm sick of saying that.
Hit, you've got low towers that Navi will have to go and defend. Maynter already backing off to go for that top side, so that's the call as Parus takes a good chunk of damage with Fnatic on Baron.
Is it enough for them to pull off? Poby walks into river with Rhilech. Baron is being twirled all around for the time being. Paranoia turns off the lights. This won't be a steal. Encore lands on two as well. Public execution from Soboro. It flies onto one target, and it is Rhilech with the equalizer, cooking Fnatic alive. What an angle from Maynter. Sam D is pulled in his flash to execute upset as well after his killer instinct. Triple down, Razork only alive, and Rhilech died first to pave the way for Navi.
A massive shockwave from Poby catches everyone who grouped up on Fnatic to finish off Rhilech. And now it's just Razork standing. Navi will take some much needed goal back. 4 members. Then the equalizer, the damage rips through them as, hang on a second, Poby.
Poby's in the middle of no man's land, but Samdy's backed him up. Gier's going to be down on Razork, and Razork's going to die as well. How he got here, I think he saw a target in Poby, and Poby lives to tell the tale.
That's so...
Back alive. Samdy's that confident, he just striked a pose. And that's Ocean Soul for Navi.
Game, and they should have been able to close this one out, but it's the lack of patience that came back to bite them. We'll see here is, Razork thought he had a moment.
It's a rod of ages, Orianna, though.
Yeah, it's always going to be tough to get through this. Sam D in the wings, the exhaust as well being clutch alongside that heal for Parus. But Fnatic didn't have to immediately do the Baron. If they just pulled away from that, they were in a great spot. Again, very difficult with this comp. Force Navi into awkward positions where they can't just deathball.
Because, I mean, if they get uptime in fights, if they get to send the ball in, Dagda, they roll in with an Ocean Soul. Becomes harder to kill. Soboro's at the front line here. Rhilech looking for an angle. Equalizer layers the field. Rhilech flashes in. Try to return. Shockwave again. There's an execution on the back from Soboro, which looks pretty nice, but taking a while to die. Rhilech goes in with a defensive ulti. Razork goes in with an aggressive one. And I think I prefer his more. Sam D. Meanwhile, Renan's Valley was crazy. Rhilech saved his AD carry and his core carries, and it was the right, smart move to do. Elder will be started. 3 for 1 the trade. No smite to contest. Navi have got this one in the bag.
Yeah, you can see Vladi's trying to run towards cutting off some of the waves, but he decides to back off. I think the time is done for Fnatic.
Rhilech on with a carry, and 1-4-9, he still looks useful. But Poby having a game that his father would be proud of once again. Baron's going to go down. 6,000 gold lead for Navi. We're almost gone to that 1/4 bar. Rhilech getting poked out. Navi uses this opportunity to go through top lane. They're going to look for inhibitor next as well. Soboro going to defend that mid wave. But Rhilech will keep the buffed up minions so they don't die, so they can translate this push into a mid-inner turret as well. Or rather inhib, excuse me. And Navi, look, they're going to break open the base. But will they take a little bit more? Elder Dagger, I think it's got about a minute, maybe 30 seconds left. One more wave. Rhilech decides to send it in. Grim Deliverance. He's got nothing to lose. Trying to get into his GA. He disengages. Samdy already sends it in. The Shockwave helps seal the deal as well. I don't think that one landed as Parus gets poked on out. But now, onto the Nexus turrets. Navi have 4 members. They've got an open Nexus. Kill the damn thing. End the game. They do exactly that. As in 48 minutes, they will take this game back at the jaws of defeat and crush Fnatic.
An insane turnaround from Navi. Fnatic looked like they had this in the bag, but Desk break down that comeback.
Honestly, gentlemen, I'm not even sure.